Welcome in, guys. This is the Wake Up Sports podcast. We have my guy here, Boss Man, and my guy here, Wonderful, and I'm Dally. Boss, what do you have for us today?
So first off, shout out to our sponsors, Jerky Pro. You guys can go get any of their stuff right now. See, you got it right there.
Oh,
Wonderful
shoot.
might actually try it live here on the show tonight. Also, check out Doobie. No, not Doobie. Is it
Dubby.
Dobie? Dubby? Dubby. I
Dubby.
don't know why I keep saying Doobie. But Dubby Energy, you guys can go get that also. It's in a nice little container. You scoop it out, put it in your water. No withdrawals over that. That's a good energy to use while you're streaming. We have a very big special guest on the show tonight. Looking forward to that. Definitely a big streamer in the gaming community. Also, go check out SeatGeek. You guys can use our code to get a ticket up to $20 off on your first purchase. So definitely go check that out too. So let's get into the wide world of sports. Pete ain't gonna be with us tonight. Got some family stuff going on, so let's get into it. So first and foremost, big story right now. Hassan Reddick got traded from the Eagles to the Jets and now is demanding a trade. Will Hassan Reddick get that offer and where will he go? I know that he's been talked to a lot of teams. The Bears are interested. Buffalo's interested. What other teams do you think he'd fit good with?
I think he'd fit
goes
good
to the
with the
Ravens.
Lions.
The Lions, that'd be a good one. They definitely need an edge rusher. They definitely do.
If you put him with I can't think of it. Aiden Hutchinson, that could be a big impact right there.
See, now he requested the trade, but the Jets GM said he's not trading him. So will he sit out? Will he get traded? Well, what happened? We don't know. We don't know.
I have
But
a
that's
feeling
big news.
he'll go to the Ravens. That's just what these players do. They go play for the Ravens.
Maybe the
Say
AFC
that
North
right.
is loaded, so I wouldn't see
Really,
anything wrong with it.
I think
Jalen, go ahead.
the Bengals could even use him too.
The Bengals will be good. Bengals could definitely use him. Hey, shout out to the Seahawk fan in the chat. You know, he's used to losing a lot, so maybe Hassan Reddick would fit in good with them. Let's move on to the next one. Jalen Phillips is off the PUPs list, so that's good news for them. Jalen Phillips will definitely get back into playing. Malik Neighbors, unfortunately, rookie for the New York Giants, suffered a minor ankle injury in practice. Hopefully, he can get pushed forward to that. Great players play through injury, so let's see what he can do. More in NFL news. Nate Wiggins has a shoulder injury, which is day to day, but he will not miss any regular season games, so that's good. Maybe he'll miss out on preseason games. We'll see. Marsh Mims out several weeks with a pectoral pec tear. That's a big hit right there. Shout out to my Georgia guy. We'll see what happens moving forward, but he's out for right now.
There's
Huh?
I said he was supposed to go to the Steelers. The Bengals took him from us.
Hey, I like him on the Bengals. I like him. Hollywood Brown. This is devastating. Hollywood Brown has a shoulder injury in which the same injury that Tyreek Hill sustained last year. He will not require any surgery though, but we'll see how that affects Brown moving forward. So we're looking forward to see what's going on with that. Olympic news: Jordan Child's bronze medal has to be returned to the Olympic community because it's looking like they screwed up on the scoring. So technically, came in fifth instead of third, but now the United States Committee of Gymnastics is trying to appeal and give the bronze medal back to Jordan. What do you guys think of that? The Olympics is messing up a bunch of stuff for everybody else. It's tough. It's a tough situation. Like you can't be in the Olympic committee and then have these athletes on playing in the Olympics and then just not knowing whether or not they're going to get the medal because of your scoring errors. Like that's something you can't play.
In my opinion, like the officiating of this year's Olympics has been complete garbage. It's been complete garbage.
I agree.
I think there's
high jump Olympic news. We had a crazy matchup with a jump off at the end, which they could have split for gold medal, but in the end, New Zealand owned Kerr beat Shelby for the gold medal. The United States women's soccer beat Brazil 1-0 to win the gold medal, and Swanson was the one that scored the winning goal for the United States. So hey, United States back in gold for the women. We haven't seen this since what? Mia Hamm. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Women's basketball final for gold was crazy between the United States and France, which is crazy. The men were in for the final, which Pete talked about last episode, and now the women were facing France. So men and women both played France. The United States and France, they were going back and forth, and finally in the fourth quarter, U.S. won the game 67-66. With France trying to go for three, but they hit a two to lose by 1 point in the final seconds, with the United States winning gold, France winning silver, and Australia winning bronze for the women's side of basketball.
Bring out the brooms.
Hey, shout out to Asia! Shout out to Asia Wilson. She won the MVP. Men's basketball for the United States also beat France by convincing fashion, with Steph Curry again hitting 9 threes and beating Victor Wembanyama in France for gold for 98-87. Cry about it, Wemby. Cry about it. LeBron's still the king. Shout out to him for winning the Olympics MVP for the men. I personally, and I agree with Pete on his take. I think Steph Curry should have got the MVP.
Sadly,
what do you guys think?
Sadly, yes. But,
what's up, Matt?
But LeBron himself, I'm not trying to sound like, biased with LeBron, but LeBron did lead that team really well, though. He made sure they all kept their heads up and basically help lead them to victory against Serbia and France.
More into the Olympic. I got to rush this up. I got 3 more minutes. Women in water polo, Spain beat Australia 11-9 in the bronze medal, which the Netherlands beat United States 11-10. In the men's water polo in the gold medal match, Serbia beat Croatia 13-11. In the bronze medal match, the United States beat Hungary 11-8. The medal count right now for the 2024 Olympics in Paris is United States with 40 gold, 44 silver, and 42 bronze, which gives us a total of 126. China has 40 gold, 27 silver, 24 bronze, with a total of 91. Everybody else is like hundreds behind us. Japan, Australia, France. So America definitely dominated when it came to the medals. China's right there with us with gold. Shout them out for competing as well as they did this year. But America definitely dominated. Like it's no competition. Let's go into the next one. Let's go into Dally. Actually, Pete's got Wonderful going next. So let's go to Wonderful.
Oh, all right. So we're gonna go off of what the Esports World Cup went through this last week. We had Teamfight Tactics, the playoffs. Wolves Esports, a Chinese team formerly known as Dabao Gaming, emerged as the standout performers. They progressed through the tournament by defeating Natus, Natus Vincere, Team Vitality, and T1. They losing only one game across 3 series for their victory. The Wolves Esports players will receive $200,000, marking the largest prize they have ever won in their careers. Teamfight Tactics tournament at the Esports World Cup amassed over 425,000 hours watched, making it the 6th most watched Teamfight Tactics tournament of the year. Despite this, its peak viewership was just under 35,000, placing it 10th for the peak online numbers in 2024. We got Fortnite news. Fortnite didn't do any battle royale series. They did it like a TDM series kind of matchup, two teams versus each other. It was XSET versus Exceed in the grand finals. XSET wins capture the flag 3-0. Exceed wins hardpoint 250 to 228, and then XSET comes in just annihilating all the rest of the series. They win in keeper 2-1. XSET wins hardpoint 250 to 166, and XSET wins keeper 2-0. So XSET ended up defeating Exceed. After that, we did have the results of Street Fighter. We had the winner of, I believe you say it's Zhao He or Zhao Hao or something like that. He took first place. I believe he won $400,000, taking for $300,000, and second place was Kawano. I believe he took $140,000. In third place we had Gachikan. He won 80,000. Fourth place was Takichi Kawa. He won 40,000, and then fifth place was Hakuro. He won 20,000. So they all had that was his first. Zhao who won the whole thing, ended up winning his very first tournament. He exploded in emotion, crying, everything, raising the trophy. It was an amazing thing to see. Um, but that's it for Street Fighter. Call of Duty starts August 14th. These matches are going to be really, really good. It's all different regions, so we're going to be seeing. We still see the same people that we had during the majors. We're going to see Seattle. We're going to see Minnesota Rocker. Minnesota Rocker is under the name G2 now. They'll be playing under that. Um, Cloud Nine, Cloud Nine, New York is Cloud Nine Subliners. My bad, are now the New York Subliners. It's still the same team, but there's still a lot. Hydra is talking. He's talking a lot of smack, telling it, basically telling everybody he's the best in the game and nothing's going to change that. Shotzi from Optic took a crack at him and saying, "Well, did you win champs?" And sadly, no. And he said, "Did you win MVP?" He said, "No." Well, Shotzi won champs and he was MVP, but in reality, Hydra did come back and said, "But I won this first before you." So you could take it any way you want. In my opinion, I think Hydra's still the better player. Okay, pause. We'll do that. But I think Hydra's still the better player, in my opinion. He always carries his team. I mean, it's not he even called out his teammates saying that he's basically the reason why they lost the whole series, which is terrible. Can't really say that because it's a team effort. Call of Duty is a team effort. Um, uh, Other than that, soccer FIFA is going to be starting also on the same day. You'll be able to watch 19 different players playing.
I'm
Um,
excited for that.
yeah, I am too. I don't know any of the players that are in it, but I feel like it's going to be a banger to watch. They were going to have Madden, but they decided not to do Madden because
Damn.
it sounds like they're going to wait until the new Madden comes out and they're going to do it in that kind of tournament. So that
It's
they ended.
downloadable right now. You can download it right now.
Yep.
Oh, okay. So that's the crazy thing. I think FIFA was a great idea to do because we hadn't really seen a FIFA tournament like this.
I would
And
rather have NCAA 25 than have Madden.
Oh, that would be a good
You,
turn.
you had
I
all
think
the
they're doing
teams have
both.
one representative. That would be great.
I think they're doing both. They should do both, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And then we have StarCraft 2. I didn't play much of StarCraft 2, but it's like another like League of Legends kind of gameplay. That's also really fun to watch. Actually, I kind of watched it last year. It was actually better than League of Legends in my opinion. It was more action and faster paced. So that'll be a fun one to watch. Make sure to go on YouTube. It'll be on Twitch also. It's just under Esports World Cup 2024. And
I don't
that's
care
all
what
I
they
have.
all say. Apex clears all these games. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'll take
Yeah.
Apex. Anybody wants that 1v1, you let me know. All right, Dally, what you got for us going on in the NFL?
All right. So first, I'm gonna start with the NBA. Preseason schedule came out today. I'm pretty sure for every team, the preseason schedule has came out. So if you're a fan of the NBA, go check out your team schedules and preseason schedules. Schedules come out 2-3 weeks from now, I believe.
Can I say something real quick to unwanted question with which rookie quarterback impressed us the most? I would have to say JJ McCarthy.
Really?
I think JJ looked great when he played. He looked poised. I mean, he did throw one pick, but even with that pick, I mean, he as a quarterback, he still did what he had to do. I think he almost threw for 190 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Well, we'll touch more on that when we get to the NFL and Dally section. So, but I like Jaden Daniels, but we'll touch more into that.
And then I have some scores over the weekend, basically Saturday and Sunday. So we're gonna start off first with Packers beat the Browns 23-10. Packers leading passer was Sean Clifford, 10 for 19 with 111 yards. Emmanuel Wilson led in rushing, 13 carries, 67 yards, and a touchdown. Grant Dubose, 5 receptions for 66 yards, and Evan Williams led with tackles with 6. 6 total, sorry. So now we have the Browns side of the
Dally got a whole book full, a whole journal full of stuff.
Yep, had it right. Gotta take down information, man. We gotta. DTR went 14 for 18 with 134 yards, which I think hot take DTR is going to take Deshaun Watson's job.
Over Jameis? Oh man, here we go.
Yep.
All right.
John Kelly Jr. with 4 carries and 15 yards. Not impressive stats, but I mean it's what's the lead. Jamari Thrash with 3 receptions, 43 yards, and Brady Breeze 11 total tackles, 7 solo tackles, and 1 sack. And then Jets beat the Commanders 20-17. Jeff Driscoll for the Commanders went 7 for 15 with 87 yards. Michael sorry, Wiley went 8 carries, 34 yards, and a touchdown. Ben Sanat went 3 receptions, 57 yards. And Percy Butler led their defense with 5 total tackles and 2 solo tackles.
How are we going to talk about the Commanders and not talk about Luke McCaffrey?
Yeah, exactly.
Wonderful's got to have a Luke McCaffrey segment here.
He wasn't at the top for receptions this week.
He was third in the most yards, though. He was third. He was third for most yards. He also was very shifty. He broke ankles, and he also broke 3 tackles.
Hey, all I gotta say is if anybody has connects to Luke McCaffrey, Wonderful wants to take him out on a date. But
we're going to the Cheesecake Factory.
And then for the Jets at quarterback, Adrian Martinez went 6 for 10 for 104 yards. Braylon Allen had 6 carries for 54 yards. Brandon Smith had 2 receptions for 70 yards. And Tenzel Smart has 7 total tackles and 3 solo tackles with 1 tackle for a loss. And then Pete's favorite team, the Bears, whooped on the Bills.
No, they didn't.
Whooped.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't.
Whooped. 33-6.
It was a
Whooped.
dream. It was just a dream, everybody. It never happened.
Even though it's preseason, that shit's embarrassing.
Yeah, Caleb Williams went 4 for 7 for 94 yards. Ian Wheeler had 5 carries for 43 yards, and he had 2 touchdowns. And a running back led with receptions for the Bears, which is kind of sad. It's 1 reception for 42 yards. And then
But hold on one second. We got a question in the chat, guys. We're getting through on a regular basis of our show, and then we will bring in Mellow in just a second. We're getting through all the other stuff, and then the rest of the show will be about him. So don't spoil the special guest, guys. Don't spoil it. But thanks for coming in and watching.
Amen Ogbong, I can't say his last name. I think you guys might know who I'm talking about. He had 8 total tackles, 6 solo tackles, and he had a sack. And then for the Bills, Mitchell Trubisky went 10 for 18 for 82 yards. Shane Wetchell went 3 carries, 22 yards. Khalil Shakir, 3 receptions for 28 yards. And Dorian Williams for 6 total tackles, 4 solos, 1 sack, and 1 tackle for a loss.
That sounds crazy. I didn't hear Keon Coleman at all.
Nope.
Should have got Luke McCaffrey.
Oh my goodness. The Vikings beat the Raiders 24-23.
It was a mid off. It was a mid off.
It was. It was. Gardner Minshew went 6 for 12 for 117 yards and a touchdown. Sincere McCormick, 11 carries with 32 yards. Trey Tucker, 2 receptions, 73 yards. And Trayvon Morig, 6 total tackles. Those 6 total tackles were all solo tackles. There we go. JJ McCarthy went 11 for 17, 188 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Really boss man. We love Rocky. Rocky's our guy. Kaneen Nwangwu had 5 carries, 52 yards, and a touchdown. Tristan Jackson had 4 receptions, 100 yards, and a touchdown. Theo Jackson had 7 total tackles, and he had 6 solos. So he basically the total tackles they just added an assist. Like if they got an assist tackle, they just added for 7 total. If no one knew that, that's why I said it. I'm pretty sure Boss knows and Wonderful knows, but I figured I'd shoot that information out to you.
Speaking of assists, I need an assist on all these Twinkies I just ordered from Walmart. There's a fucking shit ton of them. If you want to come over, I got like 30 boxes of Twinkies I just ordered. But hey,
That's awesome. The
wonderful. Bring your glass of milk with ice.
I will.
The Buccaneers beat the Bengals 17-14.
Yeah, Mitch. Suck it, Mitch. Bucks beat the Bengals. Suck it.
Kyle Trask went 12 for 20 with 144 yards, but he threw 1 interception. Sean Tucker had 10 carries for 68 yards. Ryan Miller, 3 receptions for 42 yards. And J.J. Russell had 7 total tackles, but he had 6 solo tackles. For the Bengals, Logan Woodside went 8 for 12, 149 yards and a touchdown. Chase Brown had 5 carries for 10 yards. Jermaine Burton, 3 receptions, 82 yards and a touchdown. And Miami Ninjong Meta had 10 total tackles and 7 solos. I'm sorry, these names.
That was a good job. It was a good job. You
was.
did a good job. Good job.
And then we have the Jaguars beating the Chiefs 26-13. Ha, Kansas, take that. Chris Oladokun
The trolling.
for 10 for 85 yards. Carson Steele had 4 carries, 29 yards, and 1 touchdown. This is for the Chiefs, by the way. Nico Remigio, 3 receptions for 35 yards, and Keith Taylor Jr. has 6 total tackles and had 4 solos. Almost done here, boys. I'm going as fast as I can. Here.
That's what she said.
And then for the Jags, we had CJ Beathard went 7 for 14, 125 yards and a touchdown. Dearness Johnson, 5 carries, 31 yards. Josiah DeGuara, 3 receptions, 42 yards. And DeAndre Prince had 5 total tackles and had 4 solos. Titans beat the 49ers 17-13. Leading the 49ers, Josh Dobbs, 14 and 20, 146 yards and 1 interception. Jordan Mason had 6 carries, 34 yards and a touchdown. Tay Martin had 5 receptions, 58 yards. I'm
just gonna say we're gonna wait until regular season starts because in their defense, they were trying to do. They both said it in press conference. All the Bills were trying to do were trying to play doing new plays that they just learned at practice for the run game and passing. They weren't trying their normal ways to play. They literally said that they were doing all their new plays.
Do y'all hear that? That sounds like excuses.
I will say I'm not happy of what they did, but just wait until regular season.
And then
I think the Bills.
And we have.
Well, what else you got for us, Al?
And then we have Tatum Bethune. He had 8 total tackles and 5 solo. For the Titans, Mason Rudolph, 10 for 17, 126 yards. I guess Myles Garrett helmet really knocked him straight into throwing more yards. Malik Willis rushed for, and that's a quarterback, by the way, guys. Malik Willis had 4 carries for 42 yards. Julius Chestnut, 2 receptions, 37 yards. Chance Campbell, 9 total tackles, 5 solos. And then we have the Seahawks beat the Chargers 16-3 mid-game. Sam Howell went 16 for 27, 130 yards, 1 touchdown. Kenny McIntosh, 8 carries, 40 yards. Derek Young, 3 receptions, 44 yards. John Radingain, 5 total tackles, 4 solo, 1 sack, and 1 tackle for a loss. For Chargers, we have Luis Perez, 5 for 12, 61 yards. Jarrett Patterson, 7 carries for 38 yards. And Jalen Johnson had 1 reception for 36 yards. All right, we're buzzing through this, boys. Couple more games left. And then the Saints beat the Cardinals 16-14. Jake Hayner went 9 for 13 for 107 yards. Jordan Mims, 10 carries, 38 yards. A.T. Perry, 4 receptions for 85 yards. And then Monty Rice, 7 total tackles, and they were all solos. For the Cardinals, Clayton Tune, 15 for 24, 163 yards and a touchdown. Michael Carter, 7 carries, 41 yards and a touchdown. Dan Chisna, 5 receptions, 63 yards. Excuse me. Marcus Bailey had 5 total tackles, and 4 of them were solos. And then we have the Broncos versus Colts. Broncos won that one 34-30, which is more than I'm pretty sure it was the highest scoring week 1 preseason game out of this weekend. Bo Nix went 15 for 21, 125 yards and a touchdown. Pretty impressive with all the hate he's getting. Audric Estime had 10 carries for 31 yards and a touchdown. Cortland Sutton had 2 receptions for 35 yards. And Lavelle Bailey had 4 total tackles, and 3 of them were solos. Sam Ellinger went 5 for 6, 80 yards and an interception. Jason Bean had 4 carries and 24 for 24 yards. DJ Montgomery, 2 receptions for 45 yards. Grant Sturd had 7 total tackles, 4 were solos. And then next we have the Rams. The Rams beat the Cowgirls. I meant the Cowboys, 13-12. Trey Lance went 25 for 41 with 188 yards, and he also led in rushing with 6 carries for 44 yards. Wannabe Lamar Jackson. I'm just kidding. Jalen Brooks. I'm just kidding. I'm trolling.
I was about to say, because Lance looks like he's going to be the next starter when Prescott's gone.
Whoa. All right. I don't know how you can say, hold on. We can't pass by that. I don't know how you can say that when you have Stetson Bennett, my Georgia Bulldog, national champion quarterback, back to back. There were 4 interceptions that game, and still have a chance to come back and win the game with the last second touchdown. Trey Lance cannot be the starter when you allow that, when the defense is not doing that. No. To be a starter, you got to get the points when you get the ball turned back over to you, and he didn't do that.
Jalen Brooks had 2 receptions for 49 yards. Marquise Bell led the defense in 9 total tackles, and 6 were solos. And Boss's man, Stetson Bennett, went 24 and 38, 224 yards, a touchdown, and like he said, 4 interceptions. Boston Scott went 15 carries and had 68 yards. Jordan Whittington had 6 receptions and 74 yards. And Jason Taylor had 7 total tackles and 4 solos. One more.
Speaking of the man that myth, the legend, look at this guy right here. He's supposed to be on our show here in just a second. He's down here talking about Spencer Rattler.
What's up, Mellow?
What's up?
He'll be joining us in just a second, guys.
James Daniels from the Steelers and Jonathan Taylor were the first players to wear the Guardian cap. How do you guys feel about that one? How do you guys feel about the Guardian cap?
I hate the Guardians. Period. Like, I like the Indians. I don't know why we had to change it, but
For sure.
Yeah, I
it
don't
is
think
what it is.
it, but hey, it's 2024.
Somebody's gonna get butt hurt somewhere. But anyways.
Oh yeah,
All right, so what else we got? We ready to get into our next guest? What are we up to? We done?
come in.
All
Let's
right.
start.
Round of applause.
Right.
Introduction to our special guest, Mr. One and Only. 3,000 followers right now on TikTok. Mr. Mellow Marsh Gaming. Welcome into the live, guys. If he joins. I hear him. But we don't see him.
Let me fix my camera. Give me 1 second, you guys.
We gave you a notice, bro. We told you. You said I was here. Come on now.
What if I leave and come back because it's bugging?
Yeah, just leave and come back. That's fine. Anyways, guys, so let's get into a little bit about Mellow. He does do a lot of streaming on TikTok. If you guys don't watch him, he just hit 3K followers. Big into streaming games. Big into streaming War of Thunder. I saw him playing Fortnite one night. Play some scary games, stuff like that. He does a lot of things. He's growing tremendously. So we're excited to have him on the show. Let's get him going in here.
Let's go.
There we go.
We got it. Welcome in. Welcome in, sir.
What's up, man?
What's up, guys? How you doing today?
What's up, Mellow?
Great. Welcome to the show. Welcome to Waco Sports Podcast. We appreciate you coming in.
Let's go.
So tell us a little bit about yourself. Everybody that's watching, I know you brought some people, your fans, with you tonight. So let's get into you and let's hear some of the stuff about you. You know, what got you into gaming? What's your favorite game to stream? Some stuff like that.
Well, I just want to say thank you for having me on, bro. I was
definitely.
I was anticipating this. You guys broke my podcast virginity today.
I'd rather take your podcast virginity than anything else, but that's a different subject. So we'll get into.
So yeah, I started streaming on TikTok like literally today marks about a month ago, and yeah, video games have been a part of my life, my entire life. So 25, just starting out. So we'll see how the year goes. Maybe we can do this full time, baby.
Maybe in 1 month growing into 3,000 followers. That's pretty good numbers,
man. I can't wait, bro.
So let me ask you, what's your favorite game to stream yourself that you enjoy the most to play?
It's definitely not the one I am streaming right now, which is War Thunder. It takes your soul. But if I have to be honest, it's probably a body cam or Fortnite. One of the two.
You were playing that. You were playing that the other day, weren't you? Body cam.
Oh, dude, it's awesome. I love it. That's the only game I really enjoy with full heart. You know what I'm saying?
It's got good graphics. I was fucking with it. I liked it. So we got a couple questions that were sent in to us from, different people and stuff like that. You have to answer some random questions. Nothing too personal. You into that?
Shoot it. Let's go.
All right. So what was your favorite childhood video game?
Oh, that's a good one. Need for Speed Underground 2.
Okay. All right.
That's solid.
Now we have another gamer here, Mr. Wonderful, sitting next to you. He was
amateur pro. Amateur pro for Call of Duty Ghost.
Oh, okay. Underrated.
Thank you.
Best COD story mode ever made.
And I'm gonna say this too. It had the best clan base that you could ever ask for, and they should have brought it back.
Yep.
But yeah, I basically that's where my professional career kind of started. The team kind of disappeared after that, so couldn't keep going. But it was getting to the point that I could have took the trip to go try out for like FaZe, or I could have tried out for like the second team for Optic or something like that back in the day. That's when I was like, oh man, I came probably 17, 18 when that was going on.
Yeah, I was way too young to be into any clans when that game was out.
Exactly. But I am so glad that you said it was an underrated game, because everybody gives it so much hate, and it does not deserve that much hate.
Yeah, 100%. I agree.
So Mello, let me ask you the second question, which is, these questions are random. Okay, they were just pulled. What is your favorite snack to eat while you're streaming?
Wings.
Things.
Flavor?
Hey,
What flavor? What flavor? What kind of
flavor?
man are you? What flavor wings?
A mango habanero and some buffalo.
There we go.
Ooh, there we
I
go.
can't mess with the
Wait.
habanero.
No.
That would hurt me.
The mild heat buffalo or the actual buffalo?
The actual buffalo.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
You're getting a lot of shout outs in our chat right now, just to let you know.
Yep. I love you guys. Zach, Doug.
Third question: Are you at Call of Duty fan, or if you're not, what is your favorite Call of Duty?
Definitely a fan. But I don't enjoy it anymore. But Black Ops 2 was my favorite.
Yeah,
I will have to
that was
say
my
Black
favorite.
Ops 2 is
That's
still
a
one
good
of the best Call of Duties to come out.
Yep, 100%. And Black Ops 1 is up there too.
This
Oh,
is a question for everybody. This
Question,
is a
Mel.
question. Go ahead, Dallas. Go ahead.
So this is about zombies in Black Ops 2. What's the furthest you've made in Black Ops 2 for zombies?
Round 42 on Buried.
Wow.
Yeah, there used to be a
That's
glitch.
impressive.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, you did the
Of course.
glitch.
Yeah,
Of
it
You
course.
did the glitch.
You cheater!
all you need is a paralyzer and you got it.
Exactly. Yes. Yep. I didn't play
So
that
here's
much of zombies, but I didn't get the 40. I think the highest we gotten was
Oh
35. I think
wow.
was the farthest.
Yeah,
But
you
I
can
was
get
never big into that big into zombies.
naturally the highest round is probably like 28 on Ascension, just naturally. No glitches.
Ascension was
All right.
fire.
Yeah.
Here's another big question for you. What do you think the next big game is that's going to go boom? That's going to blow up? That's going to take off? And not just for you, but for everybody in the room.
GTA, the new one.
GTA 6? I agree.
Yeah.
I completely agree. That
So-
game is going to be taken over.
This is what I want to say about GTA. I am worried of what they're gonna do with this GTA is that it's gonna be what GTA 5 Online was supposed to be, and it's just gonna be like a little cover that they put on, and all they did was just buff up the graphics and just made it the non-beta. That's what I'm worried about.
Why are you
Yeah.
so salty about GTA? Or is it because you've had to
I-
wait so long? Is that?
No, not at all. I mean, I love GTA because I mean, that's one of the games that helped me, want to play more games. But I don't want to see just like a new cover getting put on GTA 5, and it's just the final release. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
so now you know how Madden and NBA 2K fans are every year. That's what you get.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. And people still pay for it, which is crazy.
It's the same for Call of Duty. I mean, they will tell you, "Oh, we're changing this. We're not going to do this." And what is it? It's the same game. It's the
Every
same
year.
game.
What's your favorite 2K?
Ooh.
It's 14. It's got to be 14.
No,
Ooh.
16.
16?
For 16 for online for sure.
Yeah, it's
Definitely.
okay,
I agree with
16.
that.
I didn't play that much 2K, but which was the one that had Steph on the cover? Was that 18? No.
No, that was
That was
16.
17.
Okay.
17, yeah.
I thought it was
2017 Warriors.
Yeah.
Okay, that would be the one I probably played the most.
I like the song "Basketball Is My Favorite Sport." 2012.
Yeah.
I like the way
Look at your salty cousin down here, all mad. He's like,
What's
call
he
me
talking
out.
about?
Call me out. Call me
Chad.
out.
Yo, there's my Chattahoochee right there, man.
Chattahoochee's crazy. All right,
That's
here's one
awesome.
more question for you, and then I'm gonna let Wonderful start quizzing you about some stuff. Not quizzing you, but just taking over because he's more the gamer of the show. If you could time travel, what's the first thing you would do?
Is it like I can go forward or back?
Anywhere.
Shit. That could be a deep question, or it can be like a fun. It could be a deep answer or like a fun answer. I'm trying to like be careful here, but probably go back to like the 50s, where you didn't have anything, and experience just life,
Exactly.
like the era our grandparents grew up in. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right.
That's
Go,
probably what I
Back to the Future type shit. Bring a sports almanac with you and
Yeah,
fucking take
yeah.
over the world.
Bring a little book back.
All
All right,
that
wonderful.
all that problem with just one little book. All right. So I guess with my first question, I'll go with you played Fortnite. You would say Fortnite's your top favorite that you would play?
At the moment, yeah, for sure, 100%.
Is there anything you would change it to make it more your play style? Like, what would you change to make it better for you?
Yeah, that's a really stumpy one. Um,
That's what she said.
yeah, that's they've already took out the builds aspect, so that was like my weak point. So I mean, it's pretty good now. I wouldn't really say anything really.
I agree. I mean, I was pretty decent at building, but I wasn't building the Eiffel Tower and I would just sit underneath the tower and just try to knock it down, but I still end up getting destroyed somehow.
Yeah.
But I did see that you played War Thunder. I never really played War Thunder. I've always wanted to play War Thunder. So can you what is your best explanation of the game like that you could compare it to?
Well, War Thunder, you can't really compare to anything. Um, it's a one of a kind game unless you've played like World of Tanks. I mean, it's a watered down version of it. But War Thunder is really really in depth about everything.
Pretty good at it.
Yeah, it's
pretty good at it. I've watched him. I sat there for an hour the other night just watching you.
just
It was
flying
weird.
around.
It was a little weird. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, it's a really good game, but there's a massive learning curve.
When I first saw you playing it, I saw you playing as the Jets, and instantly I thought, if I was good at Ace Combat, would I actually be good at this, or is it way more complex than Ace Combat?
Yeah, it's down to every like specification, the aircraft's weight ratio, where you place your shots. It's crazy, bro.
Oh, geez,
That's
so
what makes it so good.
You gotta play like Top Gun then, I guess. Sounds like.
Yeah, it's.
So since you play Fortnite, Mellow, what's your favorite Fortnite skin?
It's got to be an OG one, and I want to say the Raptor.
Ooh, yep.
Oh,
Yep.
I like that one. I like that
The
one.
Raptor. I personally liked the OG Renegade.
Ooh, the Rogue Renegade or whatever it's called.
Yeah, yep.
Nobody fucked with the banana costume? What the hell?
Peely.
The banana's goated.
That was my favorite. Was the banana
Peely is
one.
a great one. Another great one is the I don't remember what it's called. The skiers. The skiers are really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can't
shout out
remember
our boy
what it's called,
Vontez Perfect. You can get his skin on Fortnite now. I saw that the other day.
Can you really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Oh,
great.
that's
I
awesome.
hadn't touched Fortnite since the
I'm an
last
Apex
update.
guy. I don't really play Fortnite a lot because every time I get on there, I get cussed out by some little kid. So I'm more Apex.
Hey, I had to delete it so I could download the show and everything. The new games like Madden, 2K, MLB. I did delete it. I was so mad.
Messed up, bro.
I know.
I did hear a little rumor about you, Mello. You were a star quarterback back in high school. I know we weren't going to bring up a lot of sports, but can you tell us a little bit about that experience and who you played for and
it was
because I was a star quarterback too. Yeah. Chad snitched on you just a little bit.
Oh,
and
Chad.
you growing up in the same area I grew up, except you're a lot younger than I am. The talent you guys had to play against, stuff like that. Like, what made you give it up?
So I basically why I gave up is because I switched. I was forced to switch schools because of zone. So they built a new school. It was a relief school. So there was about 4,000 kids at the high school that I was like bawling at, you should say, and wanting to stay. So they brand new school, brand new coaches, lost the love of the game and said, nope, not playing no more. Just didn't even want to go to practice anymore.
I feel you. I get that.
Yeah. So
what do you enjoy more now, gaming or playing football?
Well, football's out of the question, so yeah, just gaming. unfortunately.
Sure. I miss football every day, but they're not like getting behind the sticks and playing some Apex and taking some people out. So
Yeah, it was definitely a hard time trying to get over not playing anymore. You gotta relive your identity.
yeah.
So, I do have a question. Who who was like your biggest gaming inspiration? Like who made you want to start gaming, or who did you watch the most?
Not really anybody, honestly. I wasn't like the kind of kid growing up where I watched clans or like Tfue or anybody or like FaZe. I
Oh,
just did
okay.
I just did my own thing, but I didn't start watching I didn't start watching other gamers until Ninja really came out and took
Right.
over the scene. That's when I was like, wait, okay, streaming.
Yeah, I mean, for me, Scumpy was the one that brought my Call of Duty. Like I watched Scumpy. I basically learned all like his tactics to try to do better, and then form my own tactics with it to exceed more. And ever since watching Scumpy, he just kind of made me want to go into the try to be a professional Call of Duty player, and I got to that level with it, and I am sad that the team broke down and the guy just disbanded the whole thing. Otherwise, I would have traveled and tried to do more, but I just couldn't.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
Dal,
Yeah,
you
I
got any
do.
questions? I got a couple more.
What's your favorite sports game? Like sports video game?
To be honest, you're referencing like the Maddens, the NBAs, the NHLs, right? It can't be like
Yeah,
any sport,
NHL, the
any competitive
show.
game.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're playing water polo, that's up to you. We're not going to judge you.
Yeah. That's a good one. Probably the OG NCAA 14.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Xbox or PlayStation?
360. Yeah.
There you go.
Hey, attaboy.
Hey,
No play. No
360 carried
PlayStation.
for a long time.
Yeah.
I'm unfollowing now. I got to unfollow. I'm a PlayStation guy.
My 360 still runs hard, dude.
Hey, so
Whoa.
my mom has mine at her house, so and my brother plays on it. He's a big gamer too.
Let's go.
All right, Mello, here's a tough question. What's your favorite moment so far streaming?
Favorite moment is when it's when everybody in my live got me to reach a certain goal and I had to eat 3 raw eggs and everybody was happy.
I was watching that.
I did.
That was a
I
good
did
one.
watch that. I did watch it too.
That was my best moment so far.
I remember. I remember seeing that video.
It was insane.
Now, are you live every day, or is it just like on certain days?
Yeah, every day. I haven't taken a break since July 9th, unfortunately.
There you go. Hey, you're moving though. You're moving. You're making numbers.
Exactly.
3K followers. You just hit that. That's a huge accomplishment.
Yes, sir.
You had. I've seen you get gifted some crazy that jet flying one. That was crazy. You've had some good moments. My favorite moment so far of yours is when you were playing that scary game, which I don't know the name of it, but you were running around and that thing was chasing you guys. You pick up the stop sign. That was hilarious. That was gold. That was hilarious.
That game, it's a good time. If you can get 4 buddies on it, oh, you have the best time of your life.
Oh, was that Lethal Company?
Yeah.
I watched a lot of Lethal Company. I have not played it. The last Lethal Company I watched was with Queso, Jinxie, and Sketch playing, and that was a great time watching those 3 play it.
Those are characters.
Yeah, they are.
But so do you play off of Steam?
Only War Thunder, yeah.
Okay, because I was trying to think if you ever played like I can't think of what it's called right now, content warning or something like that.
Yeah, it's kind of like Lethal, right?
Oh, I
Yep,
like that.
yep. I wasn't sure if you played that before or anything like that.
Uh-oh, you're getting called out. You're getting
Yeah,
called out in
I'm
the chat.
definitely
Someone
meaning to
says
get to it.
more eggs.
More
Someone
eggs?
wants more eggs. Oh
twin.
no.
Yeah, that's my top
Brilliant.
gift right
So
there.
So we have a thing that we do before we close our show, and we appreciate you coming on and hanging out with us. And definitely go check him out, guys, on TikTok, Mellow Marsh Gaming. He got a new logo.
For sure.
I like that logo. I don't know who made you that logo. That logo's fire. But so we have a thing where we give hot takes. So anything crazy that you think could happen, either in the world of gaming, sports, whatever your grandma would buy and put in her fridge, something crazy, just anything you can think of. Give me your best hot take.
Spencer Rattler, Rookie of the Year.
Oh, here we go. Now, see, I'm a Bucks fan, and like, bro, you give me two things so far now not to like you. I like that. I like that. What about you, Wonderful? What you got?
I'm going to go with what I said. I said this earlier. Pete might not like this, but I don't think Optic's going to win the World Cup. I don't think they win the
Ooh.
Esports World Cup. I actually think, because it has been confirmed that Formal is coaching during the World Cup for LA Thieves. So I think we're about to see a new style of Ghosty playing for Thieves, and they're going to win the World Cup.
Mellow, you're getting called out in the chat. Someone wants to see you eat a raw egg on the podcast. Are you going to do that for us? Is that something you would do? No? That's out of bounds?
No,
Oh,
sir.
man.
Twin, no, sir. I'll do it on stream when I get off.
I'm going to be there. I'm going to hold you to that. You heard that, guys. You're going to eat a raw egg after this. Definitely go check it out.
One more hot take. Luke McCaffrey, Offensive Player of the Year.
All right. There
Oh
we
my
go.
God.
What you got, Dally?
I said this earlier, and I'm gonna stand by it. I think Dorian Thompson-Robinson takes Deshaun Watson's starting spot before the end of the year.
Okay. All right.
I can see it.
Here's my hot take. Here's my hot take, and it includes Mellow. Mellow hits 10K followers by the end of the year. I think it's going to happen. If he's got 3K in 1 month,
Yeah.
he could do it.
Yep. He's gonna hit it.
Let's go, my guy.
You got sponsorship chat? You need to get in sponsorships and stuff, man. You definitely need to start pushing for that.
Jerky, bro. Great
Go get-
jerky right here.
Ooh, I love jerky, but I can't afford that stuff.
All right, guys. Well, we appreciate everybody coming into the Wake Up Sports Podcast live tonight to hang out with ourselves and our special guest, Mellow. Go check him out, Mellow Marsh Gaming on TikTok. Check him out. His streams are awesome, very fun to watch, very entertaining, definitely growing, very good at the games too. And definitely go check out our merch. Shout out to our sponsor, Jerky Pro, where you guys can go use our coupon code to get a discount off. Also, SeatGeek, you can get $20 off any ticket off your first purchase. And go check out, man, I always say their name wrong.
Dubby.
Stay informed and wonderful. W Energy, where you guys can go get that too to help you stay up late and stream and watch Mellow over here.